So what have we got so far? Let's have a quick listen. I've got a few different potential versions, nothing too crazy, it's all roughly the same sound. But what I'd like to do is mix down 3 versions. We've already got the original, so let's have one of those, one of those, one of those. So to do that, we want another flex track. Now, the main fun for bounce downs is in these 2 sections here. Rec 1 and Rec 2 is where you define how you record stuff, and Rec 3 is where you can basically listen to what you've recorded and save it or delete it if you don't like it. So function Rec 1, I should say this is the way I do it. There's lots of other ways to do it. This is the way that I've kind of been taught from EasyBot and Ricky Tinez and At the Table Games, and it you know, it's not too complicated, it does work. So first thing we're going to do is get rid of A and B and C and D. Those inputs are not relevant here, so we can ignore those. The record length, we want it to be 64 steps. We don't want it to loop. Let's see, yes, we want the main. We want to record the main. Main is just all of the internal stuff together. The trig doesn't really matter because we're going to be using a one-shot recording trigger. So to do that, you need to be in record mode. Drop down a trig, function. Now that's flashing, which means we're happy. It means that this recording trigger will happen once when this is working, and it won't kind of keep recording over itself. So that's cool. Then we're going to function rec 2, and often I see people messing around with these. I'm just going to leave these at 0 for now. The A and B, C and D doesn't apply here. Quantize playback doesn't apply because you're not playing anything back. Quantize recording, pattern length. That's it, I think that's it. Oh no, there's one other thing we've got to do. So we'll come out of that. Then for T5, we want to record the buffer for for recording track 5, which is this. I think that'll work. Never quite sure with the Octatrack, but that's part of the fun. So if all goes well, we should see a plus sign appear on track 5. And the last thing to do is to arm the recorder by pressing yes. And it arms everything, which is fine because we only have one thing. Interesting. Alright, so I made a mistake. I think what I did was I was on the wrong bar. should have been here. That's the recording one shot that I want because it's on the first bar. So that was my mistake. Let's see if this now works. Just a bit of an extra minor adjustment near the end. So to hear how that sounds, you get function rec3, yes to edit this recording, and make sure you are in the right track, because if you edit the recording which is not on track 5, you won't get anything. But now we're on track 5, we see this, which is what we just recorded. I'm going to do that again because I kind of liked the filtering, so I'm going to do a bit more of the filtering. So we'll rearm and actually disarm, just do a little dry run. So yeah, I'm going to bring it in and then out. Arm all. There we go. Okay. Choose track 5, function rec3, edit this recording. Let's have a listen. Okay, so we're happy with that. So if you go back into the function rec3 menu, save this recording, yes. So we want to call it something useful, and we want it to link to the original break, I think. So actually for now, let's not worry about that. Let's just call it something simple like save the recording, function clear, BRK1A. Yeah, fuck it. Now we want to assign it to a static because we've got more memory. If you might run out of memory quite quickly if you chuck everything into a flex list. So we'll chuck it into a free static slot. Now let's get another one. Let's just do a dry run first. Yeah, so I'll leave the filtering as it is, got a bit of a delay on it. Okay, let's record this. Save, clear, BRK1A. We'll get one more. Give it a rehearsal. So played around a little bit with the filtering of both. Let's just grab that, and then we've got 3. Okay, cool. So now what we can do is we're currently in bank 2, which we've turned into sort of a construction zone. So we got static 3 flex and another sampler flex. So actually let's just go into bank 3, pattern 1, and now we've got 4 clean static tracks, and let's make sure we've got 64 steps, and then we will create a trigger here for the static 1, first trigger, 4 bars, and we're going to choose the first break, BRK1A. Okay, now we're going to go into pattern 2, and because we're playing with patterns on track 1, regardless of which pattern you choose, if you're on track 1, you're stuck with, we're not stuck with, but you're given the sample that you chose, which is break 1A. So if I create a new trigger in pattern 2, it will play the same sample. So what we need to do is change that sample manually. So you hold down the trigger and then you just choose break 1B, and that's flashing because it's been parameter locked. That's cool. And then let's go into pattern 3, drop down a new trigger, hold it down, and then we'll choose break 1C, and then pattern 4, go back to break 1A again. Say, maybe we had 4 or 8 or however many, but we've got three tracks, we've got 4 patterns. Go back to pattern 1. Now one thing I don't yet know how to do is pattern chaining, and I will come back to that, so I'm just going to have to do it manually. But now we have this. haven't done the length properly. So you get the idea. We've got more variation from one sample, and yet it is subtle, but it's a starting point. And like I say, it's kind of like a workflow demo. We're not trying to build an awesome drum and bass track here. Just trying to sort of go through my process for building out variations of one thing. So let's just give it one more listen just to see if it is actually worth the effort. I've messed it up again. Sorry. Okay, right. I think we're good now. Let's just give it one more go. Thank you for bearing with me. Yeah, I think that's enough for now. Yeah, I hope that was useful somehow. If you did watch this, thank you. Cheers.